به همگی. من Tabay هستم. Hi everyone, my name is Tabay Atkins. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make barley soup, which in Farsi is called Ashe-e Jo. This recipe is all vegan and all whole foods plant-based. What that means is there's no added meat, dairy, eggs, oil, or sugar. Here are the ingredients. You're going to need plant-based milk. This is homemade cashew milk that I've made. You don't have to make yours from scratch because there's so many store-bought versions available at the supermarket. You're going to need vegan broth. From the store, you can buy a vegetable broth, or you can make homemade chicken broth. This is a vegan chicken broth that I've made. The way that I make it is whenever I'm making a recipe like this, after I have prepped all of the vegetables, I don't throw away the scraps. I keep all the pieces that I would normally get rid of and save it. I freeze these, and whenever I'm ready to make my broth, I put those all in a large pot and fill it up with water and add some spices like black peppercorns, turmeric, salt, and if I'm making vegan chicken broth like I am now, I'll add poultry seasoning to give it more of a chicken flavor. I let it boil, then I let it simmer for 45 minutes with the lid on. Once that's done, I strain the vegetables out, and that's how to make this no-waste vegan chicken broth. I really recommend you guys trying this out. It saves lots of time, money, and resources. It's also a lot healthier than the store-bought vegetable broths. You'll also need barley. If you want to make this a gluten-free soup, then you'll have to replace it with buckwheat. Even if you do replace with buckwheat, it's still going to have a great flavor. You don't need to worry about it missing any flavor, just depending if you want it gluten-free or not. This is the buckwheat and barley before I cooked it. I cooked mine in the vegetable broth, just to give it more flavor. You're going to need shredded potato, shredded carrots, diced onion and shallots, peas. This is a vegan chicken that I'm using. It's a vegan alternative made with soy. This is what it's made out of. They are called soy curls and they start out dry. Let me show you a little bit of what it looks like. Then all you have to do is let it sit in boiling water. And to cook it, just add whatever spices you want. I use turmeric, salt, pepper, and poultry seasoning to give it more of the chicken flavor. Then I finely diced it. I just want to add it to the soup to give it more of the chicken flavor and texture. If you can't get your hands on this ingredient, that's okay. It's optional, but I like to add it to mine. You're going to need chopped parsley and cilantro, lemon juice, black pepper, salt, and turmeric. Let's get started. To start, heat your pot to medium or high heat. I'm using a Dutch oven. Once it is heated, you want to add your onions and shallots. We're going to saute these. Just soften these for about 5 to 10 minutes. As a cooking liquid, I'm going to be using my water and broth mixture. You just want to use a little bit of liquid at a time. It's been 10 minutes and my onions and shallots have softened. Now I'm going to add the carrots and potato. I'm going to add some of the broth. Actually, I'm going to do, yeah, that's enough. Going to mix all of this together, let it soften a little bit for about 10 minutes. This has been sauteing for about 15 minutes. Since I doubled the recipe and didn't double the pot size, I just transferred half of it into another Dutch oven. One will be for the buckwheat, the other one will be for the barley. Now we're going to add the other ingredients. So first the spices: salt, pepper, and turmeric. I'm going to mix it to incorporate it just a little bit. I'm going to add the barley. Mix this in as well. The vegan soy chicken. Mix that together, then add your peas. Now that all of these are mixed together, we're going to cover it with broth. And the rest I'm going to do water. I'm mixing it together. A medium simmer for about 10 minutes. I'm going to take care of the other one too. All the spices. The buckwheat. The chicken and peas. I'm going to fill this one up with the water. I'm going to now cover them with the lids. Leave the lids a little bit open for around 10 or 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. The Ashe-e Jo is ready for the next ingredients. The Ashe buckwheat is ready for the next ingredients. We're going to add the parsley and the cilantro. And the lemon juice. I'm going to mix this together and do the same thing for the other one. I'm going to let this cook for 30 minutes with the lid on it after I'm done mixing. While this is cooking for the 35 minutes, I put the milk in another pot. I'm going to heat it up just so it's not cold when I put it in the soup, when it's ready for it. Just want to keep it warm. The soup has been cooking for 35 minutes. Now, the last step is to add the warmed plant-based milk. It's already smelling really delicious. I'm going to mix it around. Leave this on low heat for 10 more minutes, and then it's done. The soup at Jo is finished. I tried it already. I couldn't wait. They were super delicious, both the barley soup and the buckwheat soup. This is the one with the barley, the original recipe. And this is the gluten-free one with the buckwheat to replace the barley. They're both really delicious. If you are gluten-free and want to have the soup, this is a great way to make it. You still get all the delicious flavors. They're both super tasty and very healthy and healing. I hope you try this out and enjoy. Always remember, think good thoughts, speak kind words, feel love, be love, and give love. Namaste, vegan. Nushi Jan.